Hey guys, good morning. It is me again, Mr. Connolly, coming at you from your webcam or your cell phone or whatever device you are working on. All right, as I said yesterday, I do want to start kind of making videos, even if it's like a 30-second to a minute, 2-minute video that just maybe describes or explains the agenda of the day, saying like, for today's assignment, you will be completing so and so. That way, it just feels more normal. And also, I feel like if I say it directly to you guys, sometimes it makes more sense because sometimes I think with the instructions, sometimes it is not really clear on what I'm expecting or what I want. And I have, it's a learning experience for all of us. So I think that just to give it more of that like human feel and more of that normalcy of me in the classroom, you guys get to see me. Unfortunately, I don't really get to see you yet because it is a one-way webcam. Um, but I hope that we are back in school soon so that I can see all of you guys and we can laugh again and make the jokes that we do and we can just do, science, which is ultimately what I just want to keep doing. All right, so I'm going to try my best to see how this goes. I think this is going to be a lot better of an outcome. So just to kind of get things started, yesterday you guys took the Living Resources test on Google Form. I remember that test is due by 1:16 today. So if you didn't get around to it yet, you have until 1:16 today, so make sure you do that before you start today's assignment. As you can see, I am showing you the screen for our next assignment. So our next unit in 7th grade science is going to be weathering and erosion. Probably a unit you guys are used to. I'm sure in your years for 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, maybe even a little bit last year, we definitely did talk a little bit about weathering and erosion. All right, so what you're going to be doing for today, all right, I have Chapter 8, Weathering and Soil Formation. All right, Section 1, Rocks and Weathering. So starting with the basics, what are rocks? All right, what is weathering? If we're going to talk about weathering and erosion, you should probably know what the word weathering means and what the word erosion means. Okay, so for today, what I've done is I've typed up Section 1, Rocks and Weathering, out of the textbook just to make it normal and to show you something that probably looks familiar to you. All right, so what you're going to do is I typed up all the reading. You're going to just look at Section 1 reading. So for weathering and erosion, all right, where things are highlighted is where things are highlighted in your book. Where things are bolded is where things are bolded in your book. I kept all the titles the same, so mechanical weathering, all right, just to kind of keep that normalcy so that it looks familiar for you guys. You're going to read through the reading. These are pictures that I found online because I thought that, the book had some good pictures, but I thought I could find some better ones. All right, here's our more pictures. You're going to read through chemical weathering. You're going to look at water chemical weathering, oxygen, carbon dioxide's influence on chemical weathering, living organisms, acid rain, and then we're going to look at rates of weathering. So I know a couple units ago we did rates of chemical reactions. We're going to be looking at chemical reaction rates again, but how they influence different minerals and different rock types. All right, and then you're going to get to the next section, which is just Section 1 vocab. So everything I highlighted, I defined for you. It's in order of the reading. All right, so what I would like you to do is what I think you should do is, if you have the time, you have the time. I would jot down some of these definitions into your notebook if you remember to bring it home. All right, but your assignment for today is to read through that reading, all right, from the very top to the very bottom. You're going to read through the reading, and then you're going to complete question 1, what is weathering? 2, what is erosion? 3, over millions of years, how do weathering and erosion change a mountain made of solid rock? Question 4, what is chemical weathering? And question 5, compare and contrast mechanical weathering and chemical weathering. All right, so I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but I've been putting up what is going on? And number 6, what are 2 factors that affect the rate of weathering? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've usually put up 2 versions of the same assignment onto Google Classroom, and this is because one version, if you caught on, is a doc version, which is a version that if you use Microsoft Word like I do, you can go directly, you can download the document, you can type directly in. So question 1, weathering. Weathering, that's not how you spell weathering is, I don't know. All right, you can type it directly in, save, and then re-upload that. All right, so you don't have to do a separate doc. I've also been uploading a PDF, which keeps everything the same, That way, if I do work on Microsoft Word, maybe you work on Microsoft or Google Doc. So sometimes when you download it, it doesn't transfer everything perfectly. So if you do use the PDF version, all right, I just need you to upload a separate document, all right, that says question 1, the answer, question 2, the answer, question 3, all the way to 6. All right. But if you are someone that's been working on Doc, like Microsoft Word, all right, you can type directly into this and then upload this for me to see. All right, I want you to upload this onto the assignment post for today. All right, and this is going to be it. So this is just a brief introduction. We're switching gears a little bit. We're going into weathering and erosion, and we're just going to start off really simple with a section 1 reading, a couple pages, answer some questions. I did the vocab for you. All right, and then just upload that, and this is going to be due by 1:16 tomorrow. All right, so Wednesday. All right, if you guys have any problems, any issues, remember you can always send me a private comment. You can comment on Google Google Classroom, and remember, if you guys do have a question you think is easier to ask, in person, like through the webcam, if you're with your parents' permission, if you want to do a Google Meet with me and Mrs. Shamble, we are available all day until 1:16, sometimes even after. So if you guys do want to talk on the webcam, video chat with me and Mrs. Shamble, just shoot us an email or say on Google Classroom, hey, can you make a Google Meet? I want to talk to you guys. Great. All right. If you have no questions, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon. All right. Bye, guys.